Holy cow. Don't take any makeup tips from me. My goodness, you'll lose an eye. Hey guys, okay, so today I am just going to chit chat with you while I do my makeup, so I'm not gonna like tutorialize the look, but I might just like be like, oh, this is what I'm using, and then like not tell you what I'm using, but just talk with you guys because that's how I used to do my old videos, and then I kind of got away from that, and then I think it's fun. I've been watching other people do it, and I like it, and I can update you guys with kind of what's going on in my life. So, I want to wear a purple eyeshadow today, and I already knew that, and I'm wearing this shirt. It doesn't match at all. This is actually like a nightgown. I'm still in my pajamas. I'm not even gonna lie. But whatever, I don't feel like changing right now. So, I think like the first thing that I kind of want to update you guys on is like our living situation. So, right after I made the video, talking about like what was going on, I had a friend over, and I was telling her what the haps was and how I was kind of stressing out. And I kid you not, like 10 minutes after I told her about how I was stressing out, our landlord came over, and our landlords live, like, I can see their house out the window right now. So, but they never come over, like they don't ever come over to the door. And she actually came to the door, and she was like, hey, I said, come on in. So she came in, and she's like, do you mind if I show the house really quick? Like, I just want to kind of show like what the house looks like. And I was like, show the house? Like, why do you need to show the house? And she's like, well, because you're moving out. I'm like, yeah, but I thought your daughter was moving in. And she's like, what do you mean? And so, like, okay, it seems like there's some like crazy miscommunication, because I had told my husband that, you know, weeks before, that I would rather just stay in the house, even though it was kind of like a little bit out of our range, just to kind of get rid of the stress, because trying to find another place that kind of fit our needs but fit our price range was proving to be difficult. And you know, I like to actually like living in a house, and you know, but with the daughter moving in, I mean, obviously like it just wasn't gonna work out. And oops, too much. So she was like, it doesn't make any sense for our daughter to move in. So I don't know where the miscommunication was between the males. I mean, I guess obviously males doing the job is not quite, you know, we see where that leads us. And so I was like, well, you know, like we should talk. And so, you know, my friend was there. We couldn't really like do that. She's like, well, I'll just tell. So I guess she had the lady there right then, which I thought was kind of like, really? I mean, I kind of don't want someone just like coming up in my house right then, you know, I would like some warning. But anyways, so we ended up going over to the house the next day. I still don't know where the miscommunication happened, because, you know, it was pretty clear that they said that their daughter, I don't know. But apparently their daughter is not moving in, and they said that we can stay. They still want to raise the rent by $100, and we're gonna talk to them about that. You know, because they did say that they would work with us, but I don't know what that means really, because if you're raising it by 100, I don't feel like that's really working with us. And that's, I mean, that's a lot of money. $100 more a month is $1,200 more a year. That's a lot of money. Hold on. This is my new favorite smoothie. It probably looks gross on camera. It has avocado and spinach in it, and then bananas and strawberries and almonds. There's a couple things in it, but it tastes kind of like a chocolate covered strawberry. If you guys are interested in the recipe or like me doing a video on it, let me know in the comments, but it is so good. And it's like healthy-ish. So, I mean, there's a few things. You know, it's kind of hard because, like, I want to share with you guys, but I don't want to be like offensive. I don't think that they'll ever find my videos, and I'm not like trying to be offensive at all to them in what I say. But, you know, we don't call them often to take care of things. And, you know, there was a situation where like our water heater broke, and like in the middle of the night, my husband went out there and he like drained it to make sure that no further damage happened. And our dryer has broken twice, and he fixed it. And, you know, and yeah, we could go over there and do that, but it's just like, for one, it'll take longer to have them fix it, but it's something that he knows how to do, and so he just does it. And there's a lot of like things that need to be fixed, but we know are not going to be on their high priority list. And so we're wondering if, you know, we talk to them about it and see like if those are projects that we do, which will help maintain their house, maybe they'll work with us on keeping the rent a little bit lower. I don't know if that'll work, but it's worth a shot, you know. And I would rather not have to kind of like pack up an entire house and move again. There's just been a lot of moving, and I do have a hard time like with anxiety and stressing out, and this was becoming like a great source of stress for me, to where my husband was like, well, if it's $100 more a month and you'll just stop stressing, like at this point it's worth it to me for you to stop stressing out. But then at the same time, like I'm the one that does the budgeting and stuff, and I'm like, I'll stress out over money then, you know. And I don't know, it's hard sometimes to know like what the right choice is. And I try, like, I don't know what God's will is all the time. And so something that like I was thinking about, and like I was saying to my friend, is like, I wonder if that was like God's will, because I had been praying like, what should we do, and like what's the right thing, where should we move to? And she doesn't even come over that often, and I am stressing out. Like I had been researching and looking for new places to live for a while, and trying to figure out time frames, and like so that we weren't overlapping and having to pay rent at two places. And she comes over and says no. Like the only thing that was preventing us when we figured out, you know what, it might be worth it for us to just stay, was that their daughter was moving in. And she comes over and she's like, our daughter's not moving in, and it works out that we can stay. Like, to me, I'm like, is that, you know, is that like a sign to stay? So, you know, it just kind of those things, but I second guess myself all the time. And so, you know, then I start second guessing myself, and I'm like, well, I don't know if it's the right choice. And even now we're still kind of like, what is going to happen? And I get nervous, you know, because then there are times where I'm like, well, you know, should we really put our, you know, should we sacrifice a ton in order to get ahead? You know, is it irresponsible to not sacrifice a ton? You know, does that make sense? Like, I don't know. I mean, it will be okay, but then at the same time, I'm like, well, we could get ahead faster if we were to live somewhere cheaper. I don't know if that makes sense. So anyways, as of right now, it looks like we're staying, and that kind of helps me, because thinking about, just like trying to coordinate all that was so, like, it was really, really stressing me out. And I'm a freak sometimes. So if that is the case, then the good thing is I can start to like organize our house, because for a while there we were like, okay, so if we're leaving, you know, things just, the house wasn't getting in order, and things were kind of disorganized, and then disorganization stresses me. I'm a stress case. So, you know, now we can kind of look at making things more homey, which makes me happy. And I think what we're gonna do is switch rooms. So right now this is the office, and I had been like trying to figure out like a better filming setup. I mean, the natural light is good, and I've talked before about how it's easier for me to film at night. Like, I'd probably be able to film more videos if I filmed at night, you know, because I have my daughter and we're busy, and I can't always just sit down and film during the day. But then I don't have natural light, so I thought about getting some lighting, but then I do wonder about the quality of light, because I still think no matter what, like, natural daylight is going to be better. And so I've just been kind of like going back and forth on that. So but anyways, this is how conversations with me go. I'm all over the place. The reason why we made this room the office is because my husband does work from home, so he needs to have like some privacy. So the way our house is laid out, and I showed a house tour video when it was empty, and I'll link that down below, is the front of the house. So this is the room I'm in, is in the back of the house. So the front of the house has a bedroom, and that's where we're sleeping. But the living room is right there. So if I'm out there and our daughter's out there and we're loud and stuff, I don't want to disturb him. And, you know, it's just kind of, that's why we made the decision to kind of like give him more privacy and not to bother him while he's working. And because, you know, with kids, and if I have friends over and then they bring their kids, it can get loud. The bad thing is with how old this house is, it's not very efficient with like heating and air. So in order to get our room at least like somewhat warm, it takes a lot more. But then this side of the house is, you know, it gets warm pretty fast. And then water, like our bathroom, I have to run the water for a few minutes in order for like the warm water to get there, versus if I use the kitchen water, the warm water is like automatically there. We switch rooms, then it may help with like keeping the utilities down, because that was one of the big problems, is our utilities are like really kind of unreasonable. And we're gonna try to look into getting him like a noise canceling headset, so that when he's on the phone with clients, you know, if we are making noise, they won't be able to hear it, and it's not, you know, so much of an issue. And then just like blocking that door so that she can't run in and like interrupt what is going on. Then we'll make this room the bedroom, and then I might keep my filming in the bedroom. Like I might still keep this set up, or like have it face the other window, because there's a window right here as well. We'll see how that goes. I'm trying to figure it out. I really would like to just have like a set place and have it be organized, but I would like to keep the lighting good. So, but I don't know, like I don't know how, I don't know. If you use lighting for your tutorials, like let me know, because sometimes I might not even be able to, like your quality of lighting might be so good that I can't even tell that it's not natural light. I would just like to keep the quality of videos good. Oh man, I just messed that up. I'm not good at eyeliner and talking. So all of that I'm pretty excited about, like actually making it a home, because if we stay, then hopefully that means that we'll stay until my husband is done with school and we won't have to move again. So I am really tired of moving. And then yeah, I can kind of make the house the way that I want it, decorate it sort of how I want it. When you're renting, you know, you can't do certain types of remodels, just because, you know, it's not your house, but, you know, now I feel more like I can settle. Oh, this is a real moment, guys. Real life. I can't do my makeup moment. Oh, just like blinded myself. I don't have a, yeah, bring you tissues. Let's see. Oh, Snapples. You guys ever see those commercials? Like the old like Snapple commercials? Holy cow. Don't take any makeup tips from me. My goodness, you'll lose an eye. Whew. Okay, so we haven't booked our tickets to California yet. Haven't decided when we're going. I mean, it'll be sometime May, June. A friend of mine that lives here, as of right now, I think they're moving back to France. They might extend for one more year, and I'm hoping that they do, but it's up in the air right now. If they are leaving in August, then I don't want to be in California that long because I want to be able to spend as much time with her as possible. Last year we were in California from like the end of May until the beginning of August, so we were gone like all summer. But I wouldn't want to stay as long. We need to be there for a couple of work things for June and July, so we'll have to be gone for a little bit, but you know, we may not make it as long as normal, which, you know, I want to be there because I want to see my family and friends. I miss home, but at the same time, I've made a really good friend here and she may not be here for much longer. And I think I'm going to quit there before anything dangerous happens. Well, I hope that worked and that wasn't too... That's harder. It's a little bit harder to talk when you're putting your makeup on. And I'm talking and But that is what's going on. So I may not be moving. And you have all the details that you probably didn't want to know about the move. And then California is coming up and a friend is moving, and I'm not really excited about her moving because we're really good friends, and I've really enjoyed getting to know her, and I'll be very sad. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.